What is up, everyone? So today I just want to hop on here, do a quick little live stream, show you guys one of my more recent Amazon FBA hauls, exactly what I bought, what I spent on these different items, and what I plan to resell them for back on Amazon, as well as just answering any and all questions that you guys have. So any questions you have, feel free to just comment them and I will get back to you guys as soon as possible. Before we get any further into the video, make sure you check all the links that I have below in the description of this video. The first link is going to be to an early bird waitlist for my brand new upcoming reselling on Amazon course. So I'm actually in the process of finishing the most in-depth and affordable reselling on Amazon course on the market. I've been getting a lot of people hitting me up, Carter, how can I start reselling products on Amazon on a budget? I don't want to work my job anymore. And a lot of people are just looking to create an additional stream of income. And I thought, why not put together a course of everything that I've learned and utilized? So if you do want to get on the early bird waitlist for that course, it should be the first link in the description of this video. Also below is a link to my ebook on the top 25 most profitable products to resell on Amazon. That's a great beginner piece of content, for people to get obviously for free. Read through that full ebook and just kind of, learn exactly what sells well on Amazon, where you can find it, and what those items are. This is just one. I talk about audiobooks, I talk about used books. There's a ton of great stuff in that ebook. So if you haven't checked that out already, it should be the second link in the description of this video. And then the third link in the description is also to my free training that I have put together, all about reselling on Amazon, talking a little bit more about my journey and how I got started reselling products on Amazon and how it's financially changed my life. So make sure you check out all three of those links below. And yeah, let's go ahead and start the live stream. So we got a couple people in here right now. Obviously, if you guys have any questions, comment them below and I'll answer them. So I'll wait for a couple more people to get in here. I'm trying a new streaming time. I'm usually streaming around the afternoon time, like 1 to 3. Tonight, I wanted to try a little bit of a later stream and just to kind of see who I could get in. Some people might have work, some people might be working on their business. So I thought maybe the evening time would be another great time. So I want to go ahead and start scanning some of these products that I have and showing you guys what they sell for, because honestly, I think it's very surprising when people first start figuring out how they can start reselling products on Amazon, because some of this stuff sells for insane money. So all I'm going to do is just scan the barcodes of these items and show you a little bit more about what exactly these items are. So this first item, as you can see right here, is an audiobook, over the Rapture and Twinkling of an Eye, Countdown to Earth's Last Days. I'm not really sure. I think this is like not super sure. I think this is like a religious kind of item. It's just for non-FBA sellers. So I mainly do FBA. So I don't really speak too much on FBM, but that's mainly for stuff that like I can sell fairly quickly. Most FBA stuff, takes maybe a couple weeks to a couple months to sell. If I'm doing non-FBA, so FBM, I'm shipping out the items myself after they sell. That's stuff that's like selling a lot more frequently and usually has a little bit of higher profit margins. Any tips for Shopify drop shipping? So at the moment, like I tried Shopify dropshipping like 3 years ago. I tried it when they were having fidget spinners. I personally didn't have great success, so I'm not going to really talk about it or give advice on it. But from my understanding, if you can run advertising pretty well and pick a great product, apparently you can make money. I prefer reselling on Amazon, selling products on Amazon, because there's already traffic coming to it. So there's no need for you to run any paid advertising. Usually I tend to get a lot higher profit margins. Hello from Texas. My wife and I just started a few weeks ago. Love the thrill, the hunt, but wow, we have lots to learn. Yeah, it's definitely a journey, and like I feel like you're always learning and finding new products. But the thrill of the hunt, that's why I love reselling. Like I never know what I'm gonna find until I find it. Until I find something for $2 that sells for like $50 on Amazon. Like you can't get those kind of profit margins in many other businesses. Blood, sweat, and sell. Hello, how are you, sir? I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good as well. What app do you use to see the sales rank number or the price for Amazon? That's a great question. So I use the Amazon Seller app, which is free. Obviously, you're able to sign into your Amazon seller account from their app. And in there, they have a scan feature. And I'll show you a little bit more about how it works. So I was able to scan this product right here. And I'm able to pull up, sorry if it's a little blurry, what exactly that product is. As you can see the title, you can see the sales rank, you can see the price right there. See there, kind of barely focused. So you can see this is selling for $33. Now, when it comes to books, this is a much higher sales rank. Like I showed you, it had a 4 million sales rank in books, which is a little bit higher. Now, the reason I decided to pull the trigger on it is one, there's only one FBA offer. One merchant fulfilled offer, so I don't really have too much competition. And I got it for $2. So, even if it takes even if it takes a couple months to sell, $2 into $30 or $40, I'll take that all day long. Can't go wrong with that. Definitely look out for audiobooks. A ton of money to be made with these. People are buying these all the time. Got a couple more questions. What do you use for inventory management? So I use Inventory Lab, and that's worked pretty well for me over the past 2 years or so. It's also a lot better. I can see my, kind of my analytics and, my exact profit margins after fees and everything. Because before that, I was just kind of playing a guessing game and, buying stuff and then listing it and selling it and not really tracking. And that also helps for tax purposes as well. Amazon for me is very confusing. Do you want to explain what exactly is confusing you? Is it just the whole process of Amazon FBA? Just let me know and I will be happy to help. Obviously, if you guys have any questions, comment them. We're doing a live Q&A today. So let's go ahead and get into the next item. I got like a huge stack of stuff next to me. So I posted this on my Instagram the other day. This is a book, The Crystal Bible. So I think this is just a book about crystals. I don't think it's actually a religious book because everything in there is just about these crystals and rocks. I wouldn't find any interest coming from this. Is actually pretty valuable. So let me go ahead and scan this for you guys real quick. So we're going to scan that barcode and let's see here. So it's pulling it up, paperback. So I think it's going for a decent amount of money. Let's see. We're going to go to the used offers. Geez, it's taking a little while to load. Got a couple more questions here. Which is better, FBA or FBN? That's a great question. So personally, I prefer using FBA because I feel like it's a lot more hands-off. If I purchase 100 items, instead of having to store them at my apartment and ship out each item individually after it sells on Amazon, I can ship all 100 items that I have purchased to an Amazon warehouse. Amazon is going to store all that inventory for me while it's for sale on Amazon.com. The beautiful thing is someone goes and buys my item off of Amazon, the Amazon fulfillment team is going to pick, pack, and ship that book 2-day shipping to my customer for me. So, I could be working on my business. I could be on vacation. I could be doing anything else. And as long as I'm making sales, Amazon is going to be handling all the shipping and customer service for me. So that's definitely why I had to use FBA. So here's that screenshot right here. So this is nothing crazy. This is about trying to get it to focus, about a 16, so probably like a $20 book right here. I don't know why that's having trouble focusing. So it's got 5 used offers from 1671. It's got a really good sales rank, 500,000 in books. So I would suspect this to sell not instantly, but pretty quickly. So I'd suspect to probably get $20 to $25 for this. It's in at least very good condition. Once again, paperback, probably paid around either $1 or $2 for it. So, you can't go wrong. Sorry if this is just for FBA. I just wanted to start personally selling on Amazon. This is for FBA. This can be more than just Amazon. Like we can talk anything e-commerce. We can talk YouTube, investing, all that stuff. This is just like a little chill kind of, laid back live stream. So whatever questions you guys have, just let me know. Let's see. I've looked for inventory systems for months. They're so confusing. Yeah, I'll look at Inventory Lab. That one's done me pretty well over the past 2 years or so. How would you recommend spend $100 if you had to go back to the start of your career? That is a great question. And by far, I would go back to my roots of reselling. And you could choose either eBay or Amazon as your platforms. And essentially, I would start out by first looking around your house, look where you live, and see if there's anything you no longer use that you could potentially resell for a profit. I'm telling you, you would be surprised on the amount of profitable products that you have sitting around that you no longer use that actually has value online. Stuff like old textbooks, calculators, old electronics like printers, DVD players, stuff that you have in your garage, in your attic. Like, some of that stuff is still worth money, especially anything collectible, anything vintage. I guarantee there's a market and there's someone that's willing to pay a premium for that product. So before you even spend that $100, I would recommend seeing if there's anything in your house that you could potentially resell back on Amazon or eBay and make some quick cash doing that. Now, obviously, after you run out of things that you have around your house, your next best option is going to be to source your local area. Now, this could be with thrift stores. This could be on your local marketplaces like Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Craigslist. Essentially, you are just hunting. You are trying to find products that are priced, that are undervalued, that you can then purchase and resell back on Amazon for some great profits. Like, for instance, when I first started reselling on eBay, before I even got into Amazon, I was hustling used clothing. I knew what brands to look for. I knew what sizes to look for. I knew what shoes were good brands because I would just check the, completed sold listings on eBay. And before I even purchased the product, I had known what it was already selling for. It was just a matter of when I was eventually going to sell it. So if I had $100, I would just try to spread it out across as many different products as I possibly could to hopefully create an even larger return on that investment, and then just continue to reinvest that money back into the business. So great question right there. Where can I find books to resell if I don't have thrift stores around me? So that's a great question. And sometimes, people live in smaller towns. The best thing that has worked well for me is, think about potentially traveling. I've hit the road a couple times, spent overnights in places and just hit bigger cities that have thrift stores, but they don't have thrift stores. Check your local marketplaces. Like, I've had times on Craigslist and OfferUp where people are, trying to get rid of their old library of books. And, they've got maybe 100, 200, 300 books, and they're just looking to get rid of them. I go pick them up for free or for a very small fee, or I can even go over there and handpick which books are going to sell back on Amazon for some margin. So really, you just kind of have to keep your mind open and really just hustle. That's really what it comes to. I know people sometimes order pallets. A pallet is like basically a massive box of hundreds to thousands of books, and then you can kind of sort through them. But I really prefer to just kind of, handpick what's going to sell well back onto Amazon. So great question right there. Let's see. Do you network and have people you go, let's say jewelry or figurines that help you value your items? Let me read that one. Do you network and have people you can go to for, let's say, okay, I understand. So let's say I find like something vintage. Do I have someone to go to that can help me appraise or help give me a value? So I don't really have anyone to do that. Now, the reason you don't need anyone to do that is you can research that item back on eBay or Amazon, and instantly you can see what other people are selling it for. Often you can see a common market price. For instance, if someone is selling, this book, like there's 10 sellers and someone's selling it for $30, then someone's selling it for $40 and $33. Well, you can already understand that the market price is obviously anywhere from that $30 to $40. Now, what I like about selling on eBay is that you can search up the title of an item, and then if you go to the little side swipe thing, you can go to the sold listings, and you can see what those products have recently sold for, which I think is a game changer. So you can already see, okay, someone's already sold a book for $33, or someone sold it for $27.99 plus $2.99 shipping. So that's pretty cool to look at. But no, I understand where you're coming from. You look at like that, the show Pawn Stars, where the storage units where they go and they purchase like a storage unit for $300, and then they find some weird, antique gun, and obviously they don't know what it's worth, so they go bring it to someone who specializes in antique guns. But I don't really specialize or try to involve myself in those kind of products. I'm mainly in the books, used electronics, used video games, and then I have some other categories that I do for retail arbitrage as well. Good question there. Like the video, guys. He is a great person. Yeah, if everyone can just smash the like button on this live, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. I just want to come on here and just provide a bunch of value. I know that a lot of people learn a lot from it. And yeah, I want to continue to show more products that I found. So this is an interesting book. This is the Astrology of Sexuality, a small paperback book. So the guy kind of looked at me weird at the Goodwill when I originally purchased this, because like, why do I want to purchase books on the astrology of sexuality? But there's a reason I purchased it, and that's because I can make money on it, obviously. Now I'll pull up the screenshot right now. As you can see, let me zoom that in real quick. This book is selling for $42 is the current lowest price point, $42. And as you can see, it's got 1 million sales rank in books, which is pretty good, I would say. So I suspect to sell this for hopefully $40 to $50, which is just mind blowing that you can sell books for that amount of money. Like, who wants to pay $40 for this book about the astrology of sexuality? I don't even know what that is about, but it doesn't really matter. I paid probably $1 or $2 for this, and I'll probably sell it for like 45 bucks FBA. So $2 into $45. Try to name another business model where you can get those kind of profit margins. There's not many out there. That's a pretty cool one. What's up, Charlie? Love the inspiring quote boards behind you. Yes, I always thought these were pretty cool. So like this one is, you can't see the full, but there's like 2 windows and it's like in an airplane and it's of the beach. Like that's my favorite place. You know, if I was to travel anywhere in the world, I would like to go to some exotic, really pretty beach. And I've had this one for like 3 years. It was like the first ever one I had. I got it in my room. And then this one I just got recently within the last 4 or 5 months, just talking about success. The reason I liked it is like, I feel like I've been through every single one of these like characteristics, like hard work, persistent nights, discipline, criticism. Like that's everything an entrepreneur, a business owner is. And that's even more than just being an entrepreneur. That's just like someone that wants something great out of life. Like if you want to be an athlete, if you want to write a book, you know, if you want to improve your health, like you're going to have to reach success and to reach a higher level in life. Like you're going to have to fight through these things. And I just thought it was inspirational. And like, you know what? I'm going to buy this piece. I mean, it was probably like 130 bucks. It'll be in all my future YouTube videos for I don't know how long. And it's just pretty nice to look at. So I appreciate that comment though. How much have you made in profit in all your time? So that's a really tough question because I don't even know what I've made this year because I haven't really done my taxes yet. And honestly, I don't really focus too much. Obviously, I focus on the profit, but I haven't like added it up after the past 3 to 5 years because sometimes I didn't do very well when it came to my accounting. I was just worried about buying and reselling and all this stuff. But I can tell you, it's been a life-changing amount of money. I think about most kids my age, and I'm in the top 1% of kids my age for sure. You know, most kids that are in there, you know, from 16 to about 21 or even 23, you know, they're probably working a job for $8, $9, maybe $10 an hour, and they're working horrible shifts. They're doing a job that they hate. And I didn't want to do that. So I tried to get outside of my comfort zone and tried selling on eBay and selling on Amazon and building other businesses that weren't as successful and that I maybe lost a little bit of money with, but learned a lot from. And I can tell you that following my career with entrepreneurship, I've been able to make a lot more money than I would have ever been able to make working some $8, $9, $10, $20 an hour job. So anything is possible. And I'm not even like the smartest kid. Like you go look at my grades in high school, my first year of college, like nothing special. Granted, I didn't really spend much time on it, but I was just always trying to grow my side hustles. So I got another question here. You explained how we can find products from thrift stores, but can you talk or make a video about how to ship to Amazon or the process you go through after finding products? So that is a great question. And that's something that's a little bit difficult to make because obviously if I go into my Seller Central, you know, I'm going to have to blur out, you know, my seller name. And that's like more of like something that you get in like a course or like a training. Because obviously if I posted a video on how to create a shipment on Amazon, it probably wouldn't get too many views because there's not that many people interested in it. So it wouldn't really appeal to my full audience of, you know, the 29,000 people that are subscribed to me on YouTube. That's more of like a specific video that you could get in like a course or somebody else's training. But essentially the whole process after you purchase the item is number 1, you have to create a shipment. Number 2, you're going to list the item, which means you're going to choose the price point. and you're going to choose the condition of the product. After you have added all of the items to your shipment, you are then going to individually label them, which is like your FNSKU number, so that Amazon can scan the barcode of that item once it gets to the warehouse so they can uniquely identify it as your product. After that, it's a total hands-off process. Amazon's going to store it in their warehouse. Maybe they'll transfer it to another warehouse in the United States. And then your products are live and for sale on Amazon. So it's not too complicated of a process. Once you get the hang of it, it is fairly easy. But let's go ahead and I'm going to show you this book. So this is Gibson Les Paul book, A Complete History of Les Paul Guitars. So I don't really fully understand this, but essentially someone just wrote a book about this dude's guitars, and it's going for some pretty good money. So this is a hardback, as you can see, and looks like in 2006, someone bought it for $7. That's pretty crazy, a 2006 sticker. But I bought this for, I think, probably $3. It's a hardcover. So let me put the screenshot up there real quick. Let me get that to zoom in. Come on, focus, focus. Now, as you can see, there's 12 offers from $30.74. And it's got a 400,000 sales rank in books. So, I mean, this is going to sell very quickly depending on how competitively I price it. But I suspect to probably get $30 to $35 at a minimum for this book. Once again, paid $3. So $3 into $35. Les Paul created the guitar. Thank you, Linda, for that comment. I had no idea. I had no idea he created the guitar. It's actually pretty cool now that I think about it. Okay, interesting. Thank you for that comment. It's always cool to like find products and then learn about them. It's like, why is this worth so much money? Why is someone willing to pay $30, $35 to read this book? And now I finally understand. So thank you for that comment. How old are you? I'm 16. So I just recently turned 20. But congratulations on getting started like trying to get to e-commerce at such a young age. It's possible to do it any age. It doesn't matter if you're 50 years old. It doesn't matter if you're 15 years old. Like anybody can do this. And like I've had a lot of older people come up to me and they're full-time book resellers or full-time resellers, and they love what they do. So that is pretty cool, but congratulations on that. Let's see. When you drop ship, once you find the products on Amazon to resell on eBay and someone buys from you, do you have to communicate with the Amazon seller in a way or just enter your buyer's address? You can just enter your buyer's address. The Amazon seller isn't going to know. They're just looking for a place to ship the product. So you are referring to eBay drop shipping. So, I mean, if you drop ship this book on eBay and someone buys it and they need to go buy it back on Amazon, you're going to buy it on Amazon and you're just going to put in the shipment information or the address of the eBay buyer. So then the Amazon customer just ships it directly to the eBay customer. So good question there. Got on late. Sorry, dude. Hey, Paul, it is all good, my man. I did it at kind of a random time. I usually try to do my live streams earlier in the day, anywhere from that 1 to 3 p.m. But I had some stuff to do this afternoon, and I thought, why not try a later afternoon time? Samuel says, I'm 12. Man, you are young. Congrats on that. Let's see. Samuel Wong in eBay's. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into another book that I got, Overcoming Night Eating Syndrome. This is a pretty interesting book. And for some reason, I feel like I'm part of this book. Like I'm always eating before I go to bed. I don't know why that is. I don't know why it is, but like I can't sleep without eating. So maybe I need to read this book. But it is Overcoming Night Eating Syndrome, a step-by-step guide to breaking the cycle. Once again, a small little paperback, nothing crazy. But I do think it's going for a pretty good price. So let's go ahead, let's scan it and see what it's currently selling for. So it looks like the prices have kind of fluctuated. So let's talk about this real quick. So you can see it's got a pretty good sales rank in books. Now you come down and you look at the offers. It's a little bit confusing because you can see there's an offer for $8.72, but there's some FBA offers for $25. Now, if I click into it, let's kind of check out some of the offers. So there are some more low ballers in that $8 to $10 range. I usually like to sell books for at least $11 or more, but you can see the lowest FBA offer was $25. So people are willing to pay a premium in order to get that product delivered to them quicker so they can obviously read the book. I would suspect I could probably sell this for around $15 to $18. I think that'd be a fair price point. I think people would be willing to pay an extra $5 to potentially $10 in order to get this book sooner, and to just obviously if you run through the buy box, you can probably get it too. So once again, probably paid around $1 for this book, small paperback. So $1 and $15. I mean, that's like a bread and butter sale. Like a lot of your books that sell on Amazon are going to sell anywhere from that $13 to $20 price range, which leaves you with a very comfortable, like maybe $7 to $12 profit, depending on what you bought it for, obviously. But if you get the book for like $1 and you sell for $20, like you're still going to make $12 to $14 profit after fees, which is an insane ROI. And I mean, I would buy as many books as I could at that price point, especially with a good sales rank like that. To do retail arbitrage on Amazon FBA, do you need to buy a barcode printer? So are you talking about a barcode scanner or a barcode printer? I think you're talking about like a barcode printer. It's like for the labels that go on the back of the book. And you can actually just use some 30 up label pages that I buy off Amazon for like $11. And you can just run them through your regular laser printer. So you don't need anything special. Now, you also don't need a barcode scanner. Some more advanced, more efficient sellers will get a barcode scanner that they can connect to the back of their phone. It's Bluetooth. So essentially, instead of having to try and scan, the barcode of the book every time with their phone, they just have their Bluetooth scanner, and with a click, it just lights up that barcode and then pulls it back up on the phone. So that's just a more efficient way to do it. No, you don't need it. I would recommend it if you are trying to be really competitive in the book game, because it just ends up saving you a lot more time, and time is money. Time is money. So the next book I want to talk about is this one. I also posted this on my Instagram not long ago. This is the Adolescence Development During a Global Era. It's a pretty nice book. I think it's an older textbook, actually. I might be wrong. So I got to actually scan the front cover of this book because the barcode is messed up on the back. And wow, so this has a really good sales rank. As you can see there, 238,000 in books. So I'm trying to get that to focus in. Sorry, everyone. I'm trying to use my webcam to get it focused. Come on now. So it's got a pretty good sales rank in books, obviously 235,000. So it should be a very, very quick sale. And as you can see, price-wise, the lowest price point is $37.94. So, I mean, I would suspect to sell this for like at least $40 FBA. You can maybe get up to $50 as well. Let's see, there's an offer for $37.95, $37.95, and then it shoots up to $57. So, I mean, you could essentially wait for those two sellers right there to sell out. And after they sell out, the price point goes up $20. So, I mean, if you're willing to wait an extra month or two for those offers to potentially sell, I mean, you can make an extra $20 on the book, which I think is personally worth it, especially if your investment's like $1 or $3 for the item. Like, you don't necessarily need to make a massive profit on it like immediately. Like, if you can hold off for a month or two and make an additional $10, $15, $20 by doing nothing, by just being a little bit more patient, that's a great way to really just grow and to build some wealth, just kind of selling these kind of items. But same thing with books is like, it's not a matter of if it's going to sell. Like, you've already done your research. You already know people are buying this book. It's just a matter of when it sells and how competitive your pricing is. Also, if you guys haven't already, make sure you check the links below in the description of this video. Very, very important. The first link is to my early bird waitlist for my brand new upcoming Reselling on Amazon course. I'm in the process of finishing the most affordable and in-depth reselling on Amazon course on the market. I'm very, very, very excited to launch it and take in my first few students and, really mentor them and kind of guide them along the way as they start their own reselling on Amazon business, be getting a ton of questions, a ton of people interested in it. So if you do want to just learn more about it or potentially enroll, the link to that is in the description of this video. I also have a link to my ebook on the top 25 most profitable products to resell on Amazon. I definitely recommend you check it out. It's 100% free. In there, I talk about 25 generic products that I've resold on Amazon over the past couple of years that have generated me thousands and thousands of dollars, and products that you can most likely consistently find around your house or in a local area that you can resell back on Amazon. And also the third and final link in the description of this video is to my free training, where I give you a little bit more background of my life story as an entrepreneur, how I got started reselling products on Amazon, and just a little bit of more in-depth strategy of the different strategies and techniques that you can hopefully apply in your reselling on Amazon business. So if you guys haven't checked out those links already, make sure you go check them out right now. The next book we have is this book, Abandoned But Not Forsaken, an amazing true story of God's deliverance and unconditional love. So this is obviously another religious book. Religion is a super profitable category, especially when it comes to nonfiction books. Like, a lot of these are worth really good money. People are willing to pay a premium for a lot of these products as well. So let's see here. Okay, I'm pulling it up right now. So let's go ahead and check it out. So it's got a 4.8 million sales rank in books, and I'll talk about that in a second. Now, as you can see, the used price, and the lowest one is about $33.30. And there's 8 different sellers. So I would suspect I could probably sell this for $35 to $40 at a minimum. Now, it does have a fairly high sales rank. As I showed you, 4.8 million in books. So it is most likely going to take a while to sell, which is okay because I'm pretty sure I spent like $1 on this little paperback book. So I'm willing to spend $1, send this up to Amazon. They could store it for a month, 6 months, a year. I don't really care. If it even takes a year to sell, $1 into $35, like you just can't go wrong with that. Like, that's just, you can't complain. $1 to $35 is like a 3,500% ROI, or maybe that's 35,000% ROI. I'm not super good with my ROI calculations, but anytime you can spend $1 and make $30, $35, $40 back, you need to be taking that risk all day long, especially something like this, super small paperback. Like, this is going to cost you almost nothing in storage fees. I am just selling on eBay at the moment, but I am in the process of introducing Amazon. Charlie, that is great. It's exactly how I started. I was selling on eBay for like 2 or 3 years full time, had a lot of experience, but I was looking to expand. I was looking to create an additional stream of income, and Amazon FBA was super hot at that time. Like, it was before everyone even talked about it on YouTube. I mean, this was 3.5, 4 years ago. I was, I think, 15 and a half or 16 years old at that time. And I just started by selling random stuff. Like, I was selling a lot of books, selling a lot of printers. One of the first ever items I sold on Amazon was a brand new HP printer that I had bought off of someone from OfferUp for $40. I went ahead and resold it back on Amazon for about $250. So $40 into $250 left me with a very, very nice profit. And at that point, I finally realized, like, man, like, I think you can actually make some really good money selling stuff on Amazon. So I eventually made the transition from eBay to Amazon split to then Amazon full-time. And that is still what I do to this day. So I'll be on here for about 5 more minutes. I'm starting to lose my voice for some reason. I was recording some videos early for YouTube. So if you guys have any more questions, please comment them right now. I definitely want to answer them in the next couple of minutes before I hop off. But first off, thank you guys all for joining the live stream today. Let me know if this is a good time to live stream. I'm usually live streaming more in the late afternoon, the 1 to 3 p.m. This is like 6 to 8. So if this time works well for you or doesn't work work well for you, comment below so I know, so I can hopefully schedule better next time. I started my business about 5 months ago and it is going really well. Thank you for your video advice and tips. That is awesome. I'm glad that I can, hopefully inspire and motivate and, make an impact in your business. That's the whole reason I do YouTube, just because I was once in the same position, and people who took the time out of their day to post content on YouTube and teach different advice and techniques, like I ended up learning from them, and it changed my life. So I just want to give back to the community and hopefully inspire and motivate other people to start selling on Amazon. Let's see here. I'm doing wholesale FBA, but all brands say that they don't allow reselling on Amazon UK. What should I do? So I don't really know how to answer that, just because I'm not super experienced when it comes to selling outside of the Amazon USA. I have a friend that sells books in the Amazon UK, but I haven't heard of anything saying that they don't allow reselling on Amazon UK. You can go ahead and message me on Instagram and I'll try to contact one of my guys and see what I can do, but I haven't heard of anything like that before. That's pretty interesting. Anyways, thank you guys all for joining the live stream. I really do appreciate it. If you did have any questions and I answered them, hopefully you appreciated it. If I didn't answer any of your questions, or if you have any more, go to the description, go to my Instagram and message me, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Other than that, if you guys haven't already, make sure you check the links in the description of this video. What's going on, Card? I've been learning a lot from your videos. Not sure if you remember me from the Funnel Warrior private group. Adam, of course, my man. What's up? Yeah, we've been talking on Instagram a little bit too. Thank you for joining the stream. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys. I got some reading to do tonight and a couple more business things. But I do appreciate everyone that's hopped on the live stream. If you haven't checked out the links in the description of this video, make sure you guys go ahead and do that now. And yeah, there's a ton of money to be made selling products on Amazon. Take action, continue to invest in yourself, and you can do great things. Anyways, thank you guys all for joining, and hope to see you in the next live stream.